Hello everyone, it's Bitcoin from the Big Chubowski. I'm in the first round of this week and I've got a pretty interesting round of opponents as I'm in Chromium this time. And I can quickly show you what kind of stuff I'm up against. There are two guys in here who have no Galactic Legend. I'm facing one of them. But pretty much everyone has over 300k lifetime score, and this will probably be the toughest opponent in the round if I face him. He's got 343k lifetime score. I think I've seen him in the top 20 quite a lot. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun one. And this guy here practicing against Ray with Vader. So lots of really strong opponents in this group this week. So it should be pretty interesting. This first one, EASB, and then yeah, some signs. 311k lifetime score, so pretty dang strong. Doesn't have a Galactic Legend, fortunately for me. But as a result, I've kept mine for offense because I feel like it's just not a very nice thing to set a team that they definitely have to almost certainly two-shot, considering what they have. So I didn't want to go down that route. In terms of mods, he is good. Could be a bit better, but all things considered, has sort of the relics that you would expect from someone who doesn't have a First Order or a Resistance team relic yet. Actually, he's working towards Galactic Legendary. I think I'm thinking of someone else now. Sorry, I'm pretty tired. Had a really long day. We actually lost our first territory wars in quite a long time at like full strength, where we didn't get sandbagged. So that was unfortunate, by 11 banners against Imperio Mandaloriano Natra, so congratulations to them. In the case of this guy here, you can see he full cleared me. I have about 1.5 hours left to go through him, but it shouldn't take that long. Yeah, let's just show what I did. So he always does the exact same thing as some of my favorite opponents do. He one-shot all of these teams, he two-shot Darth Revan, and then he killed everything else in the back. So nothing particularly strong there. I set like a weaker team in the back so he could get the feat done as well, as I did expect him to get through. But he did get pretty ugly banners in the end, so what he's got on defense is the same as he always does. Akira team, Night Sisters, then his weaker Resistance. And then over here, Grievous with a pretty strong Droideka and a new team. So I'm guessing that he usually expects people to fail on that Grievous team over there. And I think that I'm just going to immediately take that one down. I can use my Supreme Leader Kylo Ren here because I'm almost certain he didn't change anything up. If he did, then I might be in trouble. If he has like Padme in the back, I can use my Resistance, so I'm okay. If he has Darth Revan, same thing. The only thing that could really give me some trouble is General Skywalker, but I don't really expect him to have that considering what he took down. So I can just afford to go in heavy up front here and make quick work of this fight. So let's start with I think I'll start with a stun here. Doesn't really matter, I can just hit autoplay to be honest. But this is why I wanted to do it, stack my mastery a little bit quicker. Get him out of there. I guess Droideka is the one I should be concerned about, as he does the most damage. But they're just loading up my health and protection like crazy, so I think it's already too late for that one. And there we go. Droideka obviously dodging me. He's so sitting in the dark there, can't really see him. Maybe kill him? Yeah, probably not. This then? Still not? I could just do it like this. There we go, 213k hit. My Kylo's actually almost full protection. I wonder... that was probably not the best idea. I wonder if... yeah, it's not gonna happen. If I could have topped up my protection somehow. Because normally I should recover when they hit me, I believe. Anyway, that's the first one done and probably the toughest. Then there's the Newt team that I don't want to get stuck on with Geos if I were to try something like that. So I could send in resistance, probably. And just JKR this resistance team of theirs. I just don't remember off the top of my head what they had in the back, so let's not do anything foolish here. I think I'll just send in my first order team. They shouldn't really have any issues with any of these. All the debuffs will just heal me. Their Django will be protected for a little bit, but that should be alright. So let's go in with these. Not gonna hold back or anything. Yeah, let's go with this. Could have brought Executioner as well, I suppose, but don't really need him for anything. So I'll start by just burning through Kylo Ren Unmasked, which should be pretty quick. Almost. There we go. I could get a stun in. Stop Dooku from stealthing people, but I'd rather get the Retribution for when Wampa goes. Seems a little bit nicer. Get Newt down quickly so that he doesn't get a chance to mess with me too much. Who even needs a turn here? I'll go for Sith Trooper. Oh, I thought it would do a little bit more on Newt over there, so Newt's gonna get a shot at being annoying. So that's Wampa gone, who never really got to smash. On the bright side, I should be able to recover all of my protection against Django here. Just gonna stun him, now he can move. Let's see, everyone... Oh, that was a little bit quicker than I thought. Maybe First Order Stormtrooper won't count. It does. Okay, nice. Let's see what he's got in the back. CLS and Geos. That is a really strong CLS team though, that could actually give me some trouble. Can't say I expected him to put that on defense, so I'm quite impressed with that. He hasn't done that in the past, so I'm actually really happy he has changed something up. I would expect that from these opponents with a high lifetime score. So it's good that he did. Wouldn't have changed anything about the way I approached it, I think. But I'll have to try to one-shot that one if I can. Alright, after giving it some thought, what I think I'm gonna do if I want to play this well is I'm actually gonna send in my JKR first. It won't win, I think, pretty sure. But I have to kill that Chewie first. If I can get Chewie down, then my resistance is gonna be fine. I think if I just send in resistance immediately, it's too RNG dependent who they're gonna focus on. And if they take out BB-8 or R2 or Finn immediately, then I'm done for. So that seems to be a bit of a bad idea. So I'll risk going in with JKR first. And I could be using the Bastilla lead to last a little bit longer. Hope that's not a bad call, but I think that's gonna help me a little bit more. So let's do that and see where it gets me. Okay, going for Jolie immediately. And we just go for Chewie. Once he's gone, I should be quite alright. So gotta be careful here that I don't AoE, because that's like a death wish. Okay, that's Chewie gone. Let's see how many we can take out here. So this one, I believe it can't be... Yeah, it can be countered. I don't even freaking remember, but I would steal the stealth, so that would certainly help. Alright. So I could do the AoE here, or I can do like a big hit to remove Turn Meter from CLS and potentially get close to a kill. Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent one-shot. I thought with all the relics they had I would have a little bit more trouble than I am having, but apparently not. That's, to me, a little bit surprising, but I'll take it. Go. I mean, JKR is a really strong team, but you would think I would have a little bit more trouble against so many relics. The opening round was pretty brief for them, though. That certainly makes a difference. Well, alright, that's 59. Probably a much better idea than the resistance. Then let's go over here. I don't really need to hold back on anything. I think I can just go Treya, Scion, check the spy. I really like this surprise CLS. I didn't see it coming, as you could tell from my reaction, so pretty positive for me. So I'm just gonna go with these two. I don't need to bring Nest though. I need to think for a sec. I can do defeat probably. Maybe against the Kira team, but that's a really big if. No. Let's do Treya, Scion, Nihilus here. I should actually check if there are other feats. I haven't looked. I know there's a difficult one with like Bosk. That's what I was referring to. Yeah, this one here. Probably not happening this week with all these opponents that I've got. I know there's a lot of people that like message their opponent, like, could you set a weak team so that I can do this thing? And I've never done that. I don't think I've ever gotten a message to do it either. And I'm wondering if I got a message if I'd want to do it. Because often my defense relies on, you know, just having like a shield wall that they can't break through. And by setting a team like that, it would have to be in the pack, which is a bit scummy if you agree to allow each other to take a feat. And yeah, just doesn't seem particularly logical for me. Alright, what's gonna happen here? Could have also met, I don't know if I got I think I got the Zetas on Vader beforehand. Could have messed around with that a little bit, but like I said, he's needed for the feat, and I'm certainly not going to send him in by himself. Like bounty hunters together with Vader against this, that seems like a bit of a death wish. Even though he can do some funny ability blocks at the start. So again, you don't want to kill Geobird Alpha first in the best interest of your Scion, because if you do, then Spy will be able to take a lot of turns without really getting damaged, remaining in stealth, and you usually pick him off last, which would mean that the odds of your guys dying are much higher. So it's better to do it like this, to pick off Spy, and then pick off the rest. Pretty important detail there that I often forget myself. You just see Geobird Alpha and you think, well, if I can kill the leader, I'm gonna be alright. But if you want a one-shot, then that's not a good idea. Alright, so these bounty hunters that I've got. I'm really wondering about the Kira thing here. I would be able to circumvent taunts. There is no... If I had the Zeta lead on Vader, I still think I wouldn't use that. I can certainly keep Vader, sorry, what am I saying, Bosk healthy here, so I might actually do it for defeat. But maybe I'll do the others first, just so I can do the math on sort of how much I would have left, and based on that I can move along and see what I want to do. That seems to make the most sense out of what I could do here. So then I do have to pay a bit of attention what I want to use against his remaining teams. Not a huge fan of Geos against either of the other teams, to be honest. Though I could bring Watt with Geos against the Night Sisters. That could be pretty nice. I'll do that. So bottom team here then, that's going to be my own resistance. BB-8. And then Finn. Could have probably undersized this one. This seems entirely unnecessary. Does anyone counter here? Not to my knowledge. Let's take out Ray first. Gonna swap with BB-8. I guess reduce his turn meter. And this should probably kill like 2-3 characters. 2. Yeah, they're never gonna take a turn. Poor guys. And girl. Girls, actually. Ray's already dead. Alright, well, should have undersized this one, but it's fine. So next one, over here then I said Geos together with what? I should go for Separatist and I can do the whole lot. So who's not really useful here? Sunfac adds a lot of health and protection and adds a Dispel on basic, which allows me to get to the other Knight's Histories a lot quicker, so that's better. Soldier provides some turns and Tenacity down so that all my debuffs can land, I like that. Spy obviously does the killing. I guess Poggle, ability blocking and cleansing is pretty important. Maybe more important than Soldier providing some extra turns. So I think I'll go with Poggle and What here. It's my suspicion of what makes most sense. Yep. Alrighty, so Daunting Tech on the Brute first. And I guess Taka doesn't like that idea. Okay, we're okay. We're fine. Let's go for her first, get an ability block. Nope. Okay. Lovely. Let's heal this guy here. Or like cleanse, I mean. Well, this is gonna hurt a little bit, probably. Health tech on Gearboot Alpha. Let's get a kill. 117k, that's pretty nice for a Gear 11 spy. I'm thinking if I want to heal, let's do it. I'll use it every time it's available, I think. Get an ability block here, because they're forced to focus on my Brute. And that should buy me plenty of time to do whatever I feel like, really. Alright, just gotta get Watt to full health as well, and for that I have to protect myself from Assage's AoEs. Let's kill Spy, Spirit, whatever. That was not a... See, that's strange, yo. Spirit is so much squishier than Mother Talzin, and for whatever reason there, didn't even come close to killing. I mean, there were no debuffs, sure. Could have been debuffed, but that was pretty sad. Well, what? That works as well. If I can just get an ability block on Old Daka, then I should be in a pretty good shape. Let's do the protection thing. And I should start getting some health over time on my Watt in a sec. Yeah, it's good that I brought Poggle. Definitely like him better. Let's get this guy down. That's the second. Ah, too bad. It's definitely got a fast zombie, because it's constantly getting turn meter and re-taunting, stopping me from really getting to Assage and such. Alright, that's a bunch better. Thank you. Although she can't revive anyone anymore, but it's still good to get the perma kill over there. Just a random... I should have probably spec there even, maybe, I don't know. Probably not. There we go. Okay, everyone's full except Watt. Watt, you're allowed to hit your health over time at any time now. Thank you, sir. That means I can clean up now. Still stuck behind zombie for a sec. Oh, come on. I should have maybe targeted zombie there. I wonder if it would have reduced the turn meter enough for me to... Still gonna attack him in Old Daka, but I don't know. Anyway, that's a death right there. And everyone's full. Okay, good. So what do we need? Let's take a look here. 1454. If I get a kill here for, let's say, 40 banners, if it's the second attempt, if I fail to get my feet, then I end up at 1494. Then if I do the fleet, for let's say worst case scenario 60, Then I end up at 15. I was saying 54. And then for the zone I would get 153. So I'd still have like a 15 banner lead. So let's do that. If I fail against this team, then I still have Nihilus, I still have EP, I still have Thrawn to top up protection banners, so seems to me like I can afford to try to do the feat here because there's not going to be any chance to do it later on. If I remember them correctly, it's these four together with a Vader. Yeah, let's give it a shot, see what I can do. So I put up the taunt, then my Vader can do his little move there. So let's start by ability blocking. Well, it doesn't really matter, I'm just going to ability block everyone. Except Vandor, I suppose. Amazing. And I think I'll Force Crush on L3. Yes. Yeah, L3 is going to be the Bane here. Pretty sure. Alright, I'm going to try to just burn through L3, I think. Or at least through some of the protection. Get a 2-turn ability block on Vandor so that he cannot put the protection up and thus can revive if I get a kill. So he did just get his advantage, so that's pretty annoying. Ability block Kira. I'm just gonna try and fish for the kills, really. It's probably not gonna work, but I've got to give it a shot. I don't want to AoE here with my IG, because if I hit Nest, then I'm gonna have a little bit of trouble. I don't know why I keep thinking that Vader is some kind of bounty hunter that can circumvent Taunt. That is not what is happening. I've probably got to play this one a lot quicker than I am, if I don't want to time out. So let's do that. Do this. Ability block. Everyone. Yeah, tricky one. I really need to think how exactly I can do this. Dang, I thought I could go for L3, but cleansed herself. Just gonna stick with the ability block here. Let's try and focus down L3 and see if I can somehow control Vandor before that happens. Like before the revive happens, essentially. If I can manage to strip the buff. Not working at all so far. Yeah, the executes aren't really strong enough. Okay, that's strong. That's pretty good. I know she's gonna get revived, but I've got to get that opening, I think. Yeah, I don't see this one happening. Too much time has already passed. Well, I gave it a shot. I can say that at least. Yeah, the healing is insane. And if I don't crit, then I don't really get anywhere. So I gave it an attempt, but it's not really... I'd be surprised, to be honest, if I could beat it. I went in knowing that the odds were small, but probably way bigger than anything else I might be trying this week, so... The best I can do is just strip Vandor's protection, but the health pool is huge, so that doesn't really help too much. Let's see then. What do I want to do? I guess Emperor Palpatine with no Vader this time. Put in Thrawn and Nihilus. And then see like TFP. They have nice synergy there, Thrawn and TFP. So that could be good. I could even put in Chewie if I want some assists. Or my own Nest as well if I want to circumvent some taunts. Or maybe just Old Ben to tank whatever comes in. Let's do that. He adds the turn meter removal and the AoE ability block too, so that's really solid. It's so strange to not have Vader now in the opening move. Okay, got the ability block, that's what I was gunning for. Get the stun on Vandor. Just wanna stall on preferably Stormtrooper Han in the end, to be honest, but I'll have to see what's feasible. No shock. Okay, that's better. 2-turn... No, that's no 2-turn ability block, is it? Everyone's a little bit hurt, so I've got to start switching it up and already make progress on these guys. I could have done a stun there, but wanted to get him out of there. Let's see here. Let's put another shock. That's a bit too much damage, but I'm not too happy about that. Fracture L3. I could also have fractured Nest. That might be my approach actually. Towards the end I could fracture Nest and then just keep her stun locked the whole time and then recover my protection banners. And I can still do that. I don't know why I said I could have. So I'm gonna do that for now. Let's just basic L3. Try to get the move back with my Ron. Basic here, because it will result in an ability block. But it's going to be an AoE, isn't it? I've got to drain this one. Yeah, that was the safe bet. Okay, good. Now I can... Okay, the timing there was pretty atrocious. I don't know how she's modded, so I'm just going to gamble. Alright, cool. Now I have to get a fracture in and an ability block so I can keep stun locking. Swap to EP here. Let's see, Old Ben and Nihilist essentially need some help. Now Nest can circumvent any taunt, so there's no point for me to put up the taunt with Old Ben. I should try to land the tenacity down so that I can always get a shock. Ugh. I was kind of hoping Nest would have been stunned by now, but this is gonna undo all of my progress. Yep. Annoying. Okay, let's swap with TFB. Control. No turn meter removal, I mean. That's pretty annoying. Well, I can take my time. Try to get the protection banners back. Just in case I have trouble on the fleet. Because I still don't know what is in fleets. Okay, now she's stunned. So that's good. Still stunned. I'll recover Nihilus and call it a day, to be honest. Yeah, that still counts as full protection. Nice. Okay, that was the 40. Malevolence. It's a pretty high GP one, so I'm expecting either Houndstooth or Millennium Falcon reinforcements. So in order to play it safe, I'll bring an extra ship. Ahsoka and then... Well, Plo and then Ahsoka. Let's go. And see what we can do. So basic on Sunfac, because Sunfac is the only one that doesn't max turn meter. When you do it in the beginning, you pick off Vulture Droid. That gives them some turn meter, makes them spawn another one. Never really a fan of that one. I can do an AoE here, just do a tad bit more damage. Call in Plo, cleanse those Buzz Droids, and focus down Sunfac next, because Sunfac is just way squishier, and the less ships are on the field, especially if they would call in Spy as a first reinforcement, the nicer it is to just already have him killed. A dodge there, interesting. That doesn't happen too often. So let's see, what's the big one? Yep, that's as expected. So that makes this fight last a little bit longer. Shouldn't affect the outcome really. This AoE is going to be a bit wasteful if I use it, so I won't for now. Just use the bombing run. And then just use the AoE in the next round, where I can get some damage in on the Millennium Falcon. I could have probably done AoE there targeting the other vulture. This should actually kill all of them. Yep. Alright, so didn't need Ahsoka in the end, just playing it safe for the 64. That puts me at 1921, so I did my math wrong there. I think I have way more of a margin than I thought. If I wouldn't have thrown that one match, then it would have been 1941. So yeah, pretty easy first round for me, but I'm sure that's about to change big time. And I'm about to learn what going into Chromium after the first week is like. So looking forward to the upcoming matches, and I hope you all had a good Grand Arena round, a good day, and I'll see you real soon.